Hi, this is JilliBling. How are you today? Today's project is Labeled with Love Bundle. And when I say bundle, it can mean bundle with dies or bundle with a hand punch. And I'll show you this in the catalog so you could see exactly what I'm thinking. So here are the samples. So there's pretty much 3 images. Lots of words, great frame. There's butterflies, which is 2-step stamping. Gifts, which once again is 2-step stamping, or the flower. So there's like 3 different options, and it's so fun to mix them together. So this is the one I started with, and it's just simply butterflies. And the card is very simple, but for some reason this ends up being my favorite one. I put a few of the purple fine sparkle gems on it, and I purposely was trying to go with the bluer tones to pick up the different colors in the butterflies colored with the blends. And then on the inside, I took one of these labels that came from cutting it out with the dies and put it on the inside. And I think it's just a great combination of neutrals and a pop of color. So that was one sample. Okay, before I show you this next sample, it's a little crazy. It is the gifts. And I started putting them down there at the bottom, and I thought, well, I'll mix some flowers in with it. Oh, butterflies. And then I thought maybe the butterflies are delivering the gifts. And I know it's a little far-fetched, but for some reason I keep looking back at this one and I think it's kind of cute. And again, using the label for the greeting on the inside. Coloring with the blends. And then this is all Stampin' or 2-step stamping. So there's that one. And then this one, which after doing this one, I thought I need to calm it down a little bit. And so I put lots of flowers on and a butterfly, but left the open panels with the designer paper showing through. I left that a little bit blank. And I used rhinestones, and I colored those with black blends just to make them look kind of regal and rich. And no matter how dark of a blend you use, the color always comes out just a little bit lighter, so I used the black dark for that. Then I put the one bow on. I thought, well, that's cute. And I had this other linen thread bow sitting here off to the side. I kept looking at it. It's like, well, and I put it on top. Never done that before, but I love the look of it. And then the thanks is from right here, and just made it into like a little tag. And on the inside, real simple on the inside. So I want to make another one today. So I did 2 of them using Pebbled Path. And then I want to make another one using Night of Navy. This one is going landscape, landscape, so I'll do one portrait. And for the images, because I've used all the primary images on here, the 3 different images, I really like the butterflies, so I want to use the butterflies and the flowers somehow. I don't have a master plan quite yet. So the Labeled with Love comes with these 3 dies. It comes in the cutest little package. Just 3 dies. Labeled with Love, set of 3. And let me show you what the punch looks like. It's just a hand punch. I'll keep these here for reference. Because you know, sometimes creativity, you never know where it will come from. So over here, I'll tell you the paper cut sizes. As you could see, not many. And this is for stamping the flowers and butterflies on. And at first I thought, oh, that's too narrow, but it works perfectly. Here's the papers, and I have a little template just to line up the dies, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. Embossing folders. I've been using 2 different embossing folders. So this one is the lace, and this one is Dashing Design. So just a little texture. I just wanted a tiny little print, nothing really bold. So this one works well. Anything that you have will work well too. So those are embossing folders. And jewels. So today's project, I'm kind of leaning toward using these, I think it's called Adhesive Back Sequins. Adhesive Back Sequin Trio. And on the package, the gifts, I use the white ones. or the clear, kind of milky color. They're just kind of neutral. But then they have this little shimmer iridescent look, which picks up whatever colors you use. Very convenient. So I'll use those in a minute. So here on page 59 in the catalog, Keeping Tabs bundle. Oh, no, wrong one. Labeled with Love. Here we go. And even look how they do things. Just 2 butterflies. That's easy. And then they use the tag right there. Here is where I got the 3 in a row die cut labels from. If you have the punch, I'm not sure that this would work. It might, because you can take the punch and push it into the paper a certain distance. So that might work fine. And then this one where the labels are on top and you just put cuteness in them. So Labeled with Love, and you can do it with dies or punch. Do you want 3 dies or 1 punch? So let's see, $39.50 is for stamp set plus dies. $39.50 is for stamp set plus punch. Very convenient. So page 58. Paper. This paper, Countryside Corners, what's it called? Countryside Inn is for today's navy paper. Great package of paper. I have a lot of it. But I love navy. I love all kinds of blues. And then this paper, which is kind of another carryover too. This is, I think it's called Nature's Sweetness. Nature's Sweetness 12 by 12 paper. And I love how it's foiled, but we're going to use the back side of it, which is this paper right here. Okay, let's get started on this project. So the base paper today will be navy, is 5.5 by 8.5. Which way? This one is going to be portrait. And the little template. So the little template, I'll hold this up here. I cut it to 5.25 by 4. Up at the top, I have a border that's 3/4, bottom 3/4, and the side is 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. And I just used tape, clear tape, to stick it together. And this size is the same size as the basic beige paper. So it's the same size as this. And in just a minute, we'll just set the dies on here, tape them down with washi tape, temporary adhesive, and then run it through the machine. Okay, so we'll do that in a minute. So the top, which will be textured, beige, we'll need 2 of them. One of them for right here on the top that's textured, and then also a second one for a little layer right in here. And this is 5.25 by 4. The designer paper is 3 inches by 4.5 inches. Inside papers, the beige layer is a repeat of the top paper, 5.25 by 4, and the white paper for inside is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And that's going to go right here. So, let me hold this up. You could do a screenshot. Are you clicking? Okay, I really like these little rhinestones, colored rhinestones. Maybe we could do that today. Somehow, squeeze it in there. Okay, so let's do this template business. So the template, same size, 5.25 by 4. And take your dies. And I think you have to have dies to do this project rather than the punch. So just lay them on here. And do your best to get it straight. And then stick them down. And I say that only because both of these papers have a directional design. And when I went to line up this with my designer paper, and I had the designer paper already on there straight, it looked a little crooked. Like even still, I could see that it's a little bit shorter, narrow, the pattern on the designer paper to the top edge, and it's a little bit bigger over here. But I'm hoping you just see these pretty butterflies and you're not too, you don't notice the difference. And then same with this one, but this designer paper, hold on, this designer paper, the stripes, they're a little wonky, just in a minor way. It's like, where does a cough come from? So when you look at this paper, you could see some of them aren't straight. Okay, this one worked out pretty good. Okay, so let's run, okay, stuff those down, take the template off, and looking at that, we're good to go. So I'm going to run this through my machine and texture it. And there it is. And you know, if I'm being super critical, when I look at this, it's like, this does look a little bit narrower and a little bit bigger, but hopefully I decorated enough that no one will know. Okay, let's get to building this. So to build it, I'm going to put dimensionals on the back side around my little windows. And I'll be a little bit generous. Everyone gets a dimensional. Okay, and then with the designer paper there, I'm going to take this and see how I could still move it about. I'm going to look at the pattern on the designer paper and try to get it as straight as possible. But because this paper is not perfect, the stripes, it's fine however it goes on. So when I turn it over, this is going to be a true results. Yeah, not bad. Okay, now I'm going to put a dimensional, probably 3 per side, and then I'll stick it to the base paper. I might put some glue right on here on the designer paper just to hold it in place. Okay, so yeah, I haven't stamped since yesterday. This morning I got up, went out to check on Tony for some reason or another, and it's so pretty out there. It's the exact same temperature outside as it is inside. So I said, yeah, I'm just checking on you. And then as I look around, I was like, oh, the plants. I know he can't lean over that far to get all the, what was it, the irises? The irises bloomed, did their thing. They were beautiful, and now they're gone, which is just what they do. But someone has to clean up the old stuff. So I'm like, oh, I should do that. And you know how it is when you get started out there. So I started doing that. And then I started pulling out, like, from the daffodils. And I know, you gardeners are like, you waited a long time. But then I started pulling out all the yellow, dried up leaves. I was like, oh, they're taking over this plant. Well, you know how one thing becomes, what is it right now? It's 11:20. I went out there at 9:45. Yeah. Guess whose back is going to be hurting tomorrow? Just from all that leaning? Okay, so what are we going to do? Let's stamp. Look at that. It's like all the pieces are already gone. So let's stamp 3 butterflies and 4, I think that'll be enough. I have kind of an idea of what I'm doing. Okay, and because I'm using polymer stamps, I should use my little pad. Hold on. There, now we're good. Now I could see them better too. Okay, so butterflies are going to go into Memento ink so I could color them in with the blends, or maybe not. I colored these. I colored this one. This one I colored with Boho Light, and then I used the lifter to just kind of soften it up a little, so it just has a hint of blue to match these open panels. These, oh yeah, I colored them with Blackberry Bliss, dark, Berry, dark, Petunia Light, Freesia, dark. So when you look at that, it's like, is there 4 colors on there? Yeah, but it looks really pretty. Okay, well, I got sidetracked there. Okay, so Memento, so that I could color them in, maybe. I kind of want to leave some, maybe I'll just do a hint of color. I don't know. Memento. You know, for the longest time, I was trying to spell memento like M-O-M instead of M-E-M. Memento. Okay, those are pretty. So let's do some flowers. So the flowers, oh, I didn't show you all the colors. We will be using Pool, but also on all the project, all the different samples, these are all the colors. Isn't that like a pretty lineup? Don't you want to do something with all those colors? It's June. I think it's Rainbow Month. Look at those. Smoky Slate, Night of Navy, Shaded Spruce today. Granny Apple, my favorite. Petal Pink, Calypso Coral, Puppy Parade. Shaded Spruce. Come on. Here we go. This one has the Granny Green on it, which I think is nice because it's very fresh. Okay, so how about doing leaves first and Shaded Spruce. Shaded Spruce is pretty. Garden Green, I love it. I think it's like a basic that we all kind of overlook. I've been using it a little more lately. Maybe it's just the season. It's good for holidays too. Speaking of holidays, come July 3rd, we can order new online exclusives, including Christmas. My last week was all about that new Christmas bundle called Golden Greenery. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so this is Pool Party. I'm going to do Pool Party flowers. And when you're lining this up, so 2-step stamping, this will be in green, whatever green you choose. This today is going to be in Pool Party. But see these little buds? Try to line them up. One here, one over here, one there. If you get those lined up right where the stem stops, you're golden. That's really nice. It's so sweet. I have a little fuzzy on my stamp, which is holding the ink and giving me a blob. Not bad enough to redo it, but I don't like it. Like, how's that happen? Stamp set is brand new. The ink pad is tiny. Okay, it's gone now. Cute. There it is. Don't you love 2-step stamping? That was probably like one of the first things I did was two-step stamping. But what really got me was heat embossing. But look how sweet those are. Okay, so this is a bundle. Woohoo! There's dies. Yes, but there's not dies to cut this out. So, if you don't mind fussy cutting, see me doing it? Two butterflies, 3 butterflies, 4 flowers. Okay, so I had an idea and I laid all these out. I don't know. That's kind of my plan. They're just laying on there. But I don't know if that's going to be how they're really going to be. But let's try. If this one goes here. At first, I had them going like this, so it looked like one big, like what our lilac bush is looking like. That thing is crazy. So at first I had them like this, and I was going to put a bow down there, but it's like, oh, I could cover up the seams. Actually, that is a little bit better than I thought. But then I thought, what if I make it this way? I didn't have any butterflies visit me today. And I was out there for hours. I don't know where they are. See, that's kind of cute. Sometimes after you get things placed, it's hard to pick them up. Just because you're going to disturb everything else. That's kind of cute. I like how crisp it looks. Okay, so this looked good before. How about if I do one-dimensional? I had to put bling on it somehow too. Okay. So this one, and I want a lot of the basic beige border showing, just so it looks a calm. Because if I were to stretch these flowers out to over the edge, it would just be a whole lot to look at, which is great. But when there's calm stillness, it's a little bit more, I think it's a little bit more soothing to the eye. I could go there. And see, I could still pull these up if needed. That dimensional was right over the band. So I'm trying to leave a little bit of blue to accentuate how pretty it is. Bo keeps getting up and looking out the window. I don't know what he sees over there. How did I do this? This one, okay. It's kind of like two bands. But the butterflies, I kind of like the butterflies white. Maybe if I put the sparkle on them. See, that's really pretty. It's kind of basic, but it's real pretty. I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, so to attach the butterflies, I'm going to kind of fold it in half and put glue on the crease. Stick it down. There, you attach. And I'm going to put dimensionals underneath the wings of the butterfly to kind of pop them up. in just a minute. Gosh, what should I do for the inside? Butterflies and flowers. My next bundle I want to work with is the new bundle, Sketched Butterflies. Oh, does that look really cute to you? Look at that. Isn't that sweet? Okay, just dry. I know that these flowers need more dimensionals. Oh, I was going to put these green ones on. I think that might be nice in the field because it will look like a bit of a continuation of the leaves. I still want to put, maybe I want to put some colored rhinestones on the butterfly tummies. So I'll do 3 of them. Like, how did that one get stray way over there? Oh, that is really cute. Here, I'll hold it up in a minute. Okay, this one is my favorite. Look how sweet that is. Okay. Do you see the little sparkle? What color should the rhinestones, where's rhinestones? Rhinestones, now do the little ones. So looking at all this, what about, well, I could just try colors. How about spruce? Spruce rhinestones on butterfly tummies. I don't know. Spruce or maybe navy. I'm going to try them. And I purposely picked out the dark on all of them. Okay, so, and if you're going to do this, I like to do the brush tip, but be really gentle with your tip because I don't want your tip getting all frayed and yucky. So that's kind of pretty. Okay, so there's that one. Or spruce. I don't know if the butterfly tummies really want to be spruce. See, this one, the tip is already all frayed. Yeah, I don't know that spruce is going to quite do it. Or black. And in your head, are you thinking, oh, don't do the black. But it turns out very elegant. Okay, let's see which one looks good. So there they are. What do you think? Kind of leaning toward the navy. Okay, three colored rhinestones per butterfly. I need 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Navy blue rhinestones. Everyone needs those. Okay. You know, I might just leave the butterflies. I think I'm going to just leave them white. Okay, navy blue. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, that's really pretty. Wait till I hold this up. I had to put more dimensionals on these flowers. They're kind of squirming around a little bit. It's like there's so many different things you can do with one stamp set. I'm thinking of all the colors you could do the butterflies. Like this one, it does have wow factor, but that's just because of the color of the butterflies, but you could go crazy with them. Or, I wonder how these would look. The white ones with just a little sparkle. Kind of boring. But there's all kinds of colors you could do the butterflies. I don't know that butterflies really wanted to be purple, but that's okay. Oop, that last one I put on, I didn't get it on his head. There we go. He needs to have a rhinestone face. Okay. Okay, you ready? Oh, I hope you can see how pretty that is. It's kind of somewhat monochromatic because we definitely have the navy and the basic beige, but all these colors are really close on the color wheel to navy. Oh, I like this. I was thinking I'd put a bow on it, but nah. Okay, so dimensionals under my flowers because they're kind of wimpy attached. That's better, at least 2. The flowers are just kind of a backdrop to the butterflies. A few more. Oh, I have to put dimensionals on the butterflies too. Okay. That can go like right under here. That made it hold down tighter. Flatter. This one, it needs 2 because I want one under the wing, and then this basic beige panel was up on dimensionals too. There's a double stack. This one gets a double stack. Okay, almost set. Okay, we are good. So now for the inside, how about, I don't even have any words on this. I like the words in here. Happy birthday, you are loved, enjoy today. So this one on a panel, you are loved, that one looks good. Thanks. Nothing. Just for you, happy birthday. Should I do just for you? I'll do just for you. Flowers at the bottom and a butterfly. I don't have to color the butterfly, but am I going to do more rhinestones? You know what? I haven't used the word, let's do enjoy today. This one's brand new. Enjoy today. Oh, that's fun. Okay. And butterfly and flowers. See, this one, the flowers are kind of flowing everywhere. I don't know if I can accomplish that. I'll just put some at the bottom with the butterfly. Okay, so shaded spruce for the leaves. Just a little random. I was wondering, maybe I should do the flowers first, but let's give this a go. Pool party. Sure, how do I line it up? Yikes. Okay, the little buds, there and there, and hope for the rest. Okay, whew, one of them. So this one, I have a little bud here and here. Going to get it. Okay. There's a little bud. When I was stamping the shaded spruce, I was just going every direction, not thinking I'd have to chase and figure out what is where. That's nice. I could put more flowers everywhere. Okay, so it's kind of missing something over here. Maybe I'll just put some flowers. I don't know that that helped. Okay, so the butterfly is just in Memento, and then I'm going to put some bling on it. Right there. There, garden scene. And 3 rhinestones with Night of Navy blends. Oh, this marker tip is feeling the pain. And dries pretty quick because it's an alcohol marker. This has a lot of bling on it. Do you guys ever, all of a sudden, like in the yard, just like start itching? It's like, what is that? Oh, allergic to everything. It's not fair. Maybe it's the irises I was cutting down. I have gloves on. Okay, just a little layer of basic beige. And we're almost done. Isn't this a fun project? I think it's fun because it's hard to do wrong. You could just keep on adding on more and different colors and put the gifts in there. Have your butterflies delivering gifts. That would be nice. Okay. Today's Bit Sparkly project. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. And if you can, share it. That's awesome. I hope you have a great day. Thanks.